The city of Las Piñas is strategically located in the southern part of Metro Manila. It is bounded by the Manila Bay in the north, in northeast by the city of Parañaque, southeast by the city of Muntinlupa, and by the province of Cavite from west to southwest. Vision. Las Piñas, our home, the southern Metro Manila hub for economic development, tourism, culture, and the arts. A God-centered and progressive city which has safe and sustainable environment under good governance. The vision reflects the desired state the city wants to achieve, as well as its role as a contributor on the development of the region and the whole nation. In fulfillment of this vision, the city government sees its mission as consisting of three main streams. Good governance through the advancement in the quality of its public service, becoming a globally competitive city while maintaining a sustainable and safe environment, uplift public morale by instilling consciousness in local history, culture, and development of the arts. Physical and demography. Las Piñas City is a first-class and a highly urbanized city. With a land area of 3,323 hectares, it is the 8th biggest city in NCR. It comprises of 2 districts covering 20 barangays. It is ranked 9th in terms of population, consisting 606,293 people, with a population growth rate of 0.61%. It is a gateway to Calabarzon and home to the famous 18th century bamboo organ, one of a kind in Asia. Historical background. Where its name originated varies. Some accounts say traders first shipped piña in this town before distributing to markets. On the other hand, some believe its actual name is Las Piñas, as evidenced by quarried stones and adobe used to construct buildings and bridges. Las Piñas used to be a barrio of Parañaque City during the early 1700s. It had only 1,200 inhabitants. In 1779, the barrio slowly grew and progressed through the efforts of Padre Diego Serra, the first town's priest. In March 27, 1907, few years after the Filipino-American War, it was separated from Parañaque City by the Philippine Commission Act No. 1625. By the late 1960s, Las Piñas became a first-class municipality due to its nearness to the city of Manila. In 1997, it was converted into the 10th and newest city in NCR by Republic Act No. 8251. Today, Las Piñas is home to over 500,000 Filipinos who enjoy excellent public services being provided by the city government. Tuloy ang tapat at progresibong serbisyo. The city never tires serving its people. Disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation.
Dahil sa geographic location ng Las Piñas City, bilang isa sa mga coastal LGU, at sa distansya nito sa West Valley Fault, ang syudad ng Las Piñas ay exposed sa mga hazards tulad ng lindol, bagyo at pagbaha. Kasama na rin dito ang liquefaction, tsunami at sunog. Anim sa 20 barangay ng Las Piñas ay vulnerable, dahil sila ay nabibilang sa mga lugar na kung saan ay nagtataglay ng multi-hazards. Ito ay ang Manuyo 1, Manuyo 2, Daniel Fajardo, Ilaya, Elias Aldana at Pulang Lupa 1. Binibigyan ng malaking pansin ang kahandaan ng ating syudad sa pagharap sa iba't ibang klase ng sakuna at kalamidad sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalakas sa Las Piñas City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council at ng aming opisina. Mula sa pagkakaroon ng mga makabagong kagamitan at kaalaman, kagaya ng trainings at seminars tungkol sa disaster awareness, search and rescue, basic life support, first aid at marami pang iba na katulad ng trainings tungkol sa disaster management. Isinusulong din ang pagbuo, paggabay at pagpapalakas sa ating mga Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council upang makatulong at maging kaakibat ng ating pamahalaang lungsod sa pagharap sa iba't ibang klaseng sakuna at kalamidad.
Trends of development. Once tagged as the salt-making center of Metro Manila, Las Piñas has transformed into urbanization, which resulted to congestion and mixed land uses. Residential and commercial uses were the most dominant uses within the city. In fact, in a span of more than 30 years, residential use has already doubled from 942.58 hectares in 1985 to 1,802.49 hectares in 2020. As an effect, this increase triggered the growth in numbers in commercial use in the city from 43.03 hectares in 1985 to 243.55 hectares in 2020. Existing land use. In 1985, the 6.6-kilometer-long coastal road was opened, producing the growth of commercial and industrial use in 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒔𝒕 Road. From 2001 to 2020, Las Piñas City focused on residential and commercial expansion, infrastructure development, expansion of utilities, environmental and ecology. The influx of subdivisions and villages limits the capacity of the city to build roads to promote internal circulation. As a remedy, the city made efforts to implement friendship routes. The proposed LRT-1 extension project, also passing through the C5 extension, will ease up and provide alternative mode of transportation for both residents and road passers. Structure plan. As expected, there are already existing and other perceived implications for these changes, thus the need for proper interventions. The structure plan sets out the vision for the future development of the city. It establishes the planning and management framework to guide the development and land use change and aims to achieve environmental, infrastructure, social, economic, and institutional objectives. The features of the plan are as follows. Residential area shows the general characteristic of the city, which is mostly residential in character. Residential communities are mainly situated in old settlements in the northern part and private subdivisions and villages mostly in the inner portion of 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒔𝒕 Road. Commercial area. Special focus on the city's center spine, which is the Alabang Zapote Road, as well as with other major roads, particularly Fruto Santos or Trama Road and Naga Road in the north, and J. Aguilar Avenue and Marcos Alvarez Avenue in the central part of the city, due to intense economic or commercial activities in support of the residential communities. If left uncontrolled, it will affect its vital role in providing internal circulation and accessibility. Industrial area. Maintain regulations for the remaining industrial zones located in J. Aguilar Avenue, CAA Road, and Marcos Alvarez Avenue. Road network/transportation system. Ensure internal circulation, mobility, connectivity, and accessibility. Bridges and road networks as well as transportation-related infrastructure projects will define the city's role as a gateway to the Calabar Zone area, particularly the provinces of Cavite in the northwest and Laguna in the south. Growth area. Due to its location and viable potential, two areas were categorized as an upcoming major growth corridor and regional growth nuclei, particularly the C5 extension in the north and the Anghari Road in the south. Aside from its strategic location, it is characterized by having vast tract of lands ready for development. Another potential growth area is the proposed reclamation in the coastal area in the north. Heritage and tourism area. Establish the historical corridor as a vibrant tourist zone in the whole stretch of P. Diego Serra Avenue per RA number 8003 or the Las Piñas Historical Corridor Act and the City Ordinance number 275-96. Old structures must be protected and retrofitted to withstand changes in climate conditions and other environmental hazards. Environmental Protection and Conservation Area. The Las Piñas Parañaque Critical Habitat and Ecotourism Area, or 𝒂𝒂💂 on the other side, shall maintain its status as a conservation area. Located in the coastal area in the northwest is the 𝒂𝒂💂, also known as the Island or Long Island on Las Piñas side and the Freedom Island on Parañaque side. It is 175 hectares of reclaimed land consisting of mangroves, mudflats, and diverse avifauna. Disaster and climate risk preparedness. An emphasis on disaster prevention and mitigation is undertaken through an improved understanding of the vulnerability of the population, risk reduction initiatives, and capacity building of communities. Sustained efforts strengthening capacities of communities for disaster preparedness involved all barangays, CDRRMO, stakeholder engagement, and contingency planning. Currently, the city identified the following approaches in the structure plan by means of adopting the following policies that shall be the mechanism to the city's attainment of the vision. Regeneration Development Area, RDA. Urban Control Area, UCA. Urban Promotion Area, UPA. Tourism Development Area, TDA. Environment Protection Area, EPA. Resiliency Enhanced Development Area, REDA. Good governance shall be the heart of the policies. It will ensure that the government machineries are working harmoniously in order to achieve the sectoral goals and objectives as embodied in the CLUP/CDP. Proposed Land Use Plan. Future development that has been set in the structure plan will be expressed in the Proposed Land Use Plan. The purpose of the Proposed Land Use Plan is to achieve an orderly, economical, and beneficial development that will maintain and improve the physical environment of the city. The Proposed Land Use Plan for 2020 to 2030 gives emphasis to the increased open spaces. The city of Las Piñas has always been on the path of greenness and cleanliness. The use of urban open space may range from roadside calming or linear parks, areas for recreational activities, or environmental protection-related programs such as tree planting activities. Socialized Housing Land Classification. As a 𝒂𝒂𝒔 Awardee for Good Governance, it has been one of the priorities of the City of Las Piñas to provide quality shelter to its constituents. Thus, the inclusion of socialized housing classification in the proposed land use. Expansion of growth areas. These upcoming major growth corridors promote good interzoning with the neighboring cities that can harmonize our respective plans for collective progress. These areas were projected to accommodate high economic activities such as businesses, employment, and investments due to its strategic location. The proposed reclamation. Reclamation is a viable option for the City of Las Piñas since there's not much vacant land available for proper development. The idea of reclamation came as a part of development along the coastal area to reclaim foreshore and offshore of the Manila Bay by virtue of Presidential Decree 1085, known as the Boulevard 2000. At the minimum, the proposed reclamation shall be planned with 5 development districts. Number 1. Preservation Area. Eco-preservation zone including ecotourism facilities, dedicated to the preservation of flora and fauna in the critical habitat area. Number 2. A township concept community district at the heart or center of the proposed reclamation. A mixed-use high-end commercial district with shopping centers, food parks, amusement and sports facilities, convention center, luxury resort hotels near the shorelines. Number 3. A modern business park to accommodate high-tech businesses ideal for banks, BPOs, logistics, communications, and more. Number 4. Institutional, Government, and Civic Center. New government centers, local and national, schools, hospitals, emergency response center. Number 5. Arterial spaces with tree-lined pedestrian-friendly streets, low to medium-density residences, shop houses, connecting different districts promoting walkability. Las Piñas City has always been at the forefront of sustainable development and one of the most livable cities in Metro Manila, despite of the rapid urban development experience in the last 4 decades. Las Piñas aims to do more than just the basics. It wants to be the standard for world-class public service.